This will any more go like that is shooting. Comments like that together. Yeah, that's all. You can go.
Okay, so we are back. We are back on. We talked about energy, and then we did say that Moscow needs Ukrainian pipelines to pump gas to their clients in Central Europe, and that is one thing they can't do without. That is one thing they can't do without. It is something that they have to really, because they have to pump their gas across Ukraine. And for this, Ukraine is paid handsomely every year. To the extent that this was also going on even when the war started. So, then the next reason why Russia is in Ukraine is because they need political sway in Ukraine. They can't afford to lose Ukraine to the United States or NATO and her allies. They've got to hold on to Ukraine, and so you find out that in 2004, when what's his name, the pro-Kremlin president of Ukraine, Viktor Yanukovych, lost to a reformist competitor as part of the Orange Revolution. It pained the Kremlin, but then that was not all, because gradually the Kremlin is losing influences around all our neighbors and the countries that they used to sway and lord it over. I mean, they also lost in Georgia in 2003 in the revolution, and in Kyrgyzstan in 2005 in the Tulip Revolution. Now there is now a need. There is now a need for Putin and his courts to hold on, and also because the world is changing. The world is changing. We're going to be doing a new video very soon on the New World Order. The New World Order. Same enemy, same people. Same enemy, different people, and a new frontier. Are we going to have a new frontier in China, Russia, and Iran? You will understand that these three persons, these three nations, are visibly angry at the United States and our allies. I mean, these are the three most sanctioned countries in the world today. So there is a new need to keep your old friends close and your old suitors closer. And so that is where Ukraine come in. That Russia cannot afford to lose Ukraine. They are just so important to the Russian dream. And lastly, I would like to talk about today in the stream is Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia. His dreams, his hopes and aspirations. What he really wants. He wants to bring back the whole era of the Soviets. He believes that it was a mistake that the Soviets disintegrated in the first place. Now, after the Soviets disintegration, look at what the world has become. Look at Iraq. Look at Libya. Look at Syria. Look at Lebanon. And then, not to talk about Palestine. This is what the world has become. A pariah state where only one nation holds sway. So, they feel one of the biggest mistakes of recent history was to have allowed the Soviet Union to disintegrate. And so, gradually, it's trying to gather the crumbs, bring back the past glory of the Soviets. And whether by method or by diplomacy, they want Kyiv back. They want Ukraine back in the summits. And that is non-negotiable to the Russians. That is non-negotiable to the Russians. That Ukraine has to be back to the summit. And that is why you see that it was a gradual process. First it was Crimea. After Crimea, you had Donbass. After Donbass, today is a full-scale war, and a full-scale war that has taken many lives, has lasted more than 1 year, has consumed a full country's economy, and yet is unabated. And this is what we call in military that hell has no fury. Hell has no fury. When people, enemies of the likes of Vladimir Putin, is determined. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this stream today. Tomorrow we shall be doing another exclusive yet on the Ukraine war. Please do not fail to share this